viewers, we are here to talk about some certain topics in Philippine literature.
So let's start. I'm Jennelyn.
And I'm Adrienne.
And I'm John. This is JAJ! This episode will feature the great author Amador Daguio and one of his greatest stories entitled The Wedding Dance.
So now, let us discuss the biography of Mr. Daguio.
Amador T. Daguio was a poet, novelist, and teacher during the pre-war. He was best known for his fictions and poems. He had published 2 volumes of poetry, But the Ant Harvest and The Flaming Lion. He served as chief editor for the Philippine House of Representatives before he died in 1966.
He was born on January 8, 1912 in Lawag, Ilocos Norte, but grew up in Labuagan Mountain Province, where his father, an officer in the Philippine Constabulary, was assigned. He was class valedictorian in 1924 at the Labuagan Elementary School. Then, he stayed with his uncle at Fort William McKinley to study at Rizal High School in Pasig. Those 4 years in high school were, according to Daguio, the most critical in his life, and we quote,
I spent them literally in poverty, extreme loneliness, and the adolescent pains.
In 1952, he obtained his Master of Art in English at Stanford University as a Fulbright scholar. His thesis was a study and translation of Hudhud ni Aliguyon. In 1953, the short story entitled The Wedding Dance was released. In 1954, he obtained his law degree from Romulus Law College in Leyte. Daguio was editor and public relations officer in various offices in government and the military. He also taught for 26 years at the University of the East, UP, and Philippine Women's University. In 1973, 6 years after his death, Daguio was conferred the Republic Culture Heritage Award.
Now that we already know who Mr. Daguio is, let's proceed to the short story he have written, The Wedding Dance.
But before that, let us entertain the questions we have received from our Facebook account.
Who were the characters in this story?
The characters are Awiyaw, the husband stated in the short story. He is humorous and physically fit. Lumnay, the wife of Awiyaw, the woman who was left by her husband because she cannot bear a child. She is beautiful, a good dancer, strong in planting beans, fast in cleaning jars, and a housekeeper. Madulimay, Awiyaw's new wife.
Can you discuss the settings of the story?
Setting. The place is located at Northern Highlands in the Philippines. The time is long time ago. Weather condition is fine. Social conditions, lower class. Mood or atmosphere, sad and intense. The conflict here is man versus society. The lead characters have to follow their tribe's custom, and it is resolved when they had a heart-to-heart talk that they should separate and continue with their separate lives. And if Kawiya's second marriage will not work, he will come back to Lumnay's arms again. They should follow their tribe's custom, and on the part of Awiyaw, he shows that he really wanted to have a child to follow his name, but there is a bit hesitance on Lumnay's part. So much intense felt in the story when they both stated that they do not want any other man or woman for them. There so much intense formed when they stated that they still love each other.
True love is all about sacrifices and hope. That in life, love is never enough to have a happy ending. Sometimes you need to set someone free, not because you don't love him or her, but because it's the best for the both of you.
There was a couple named Awiyaw and Lungnay. They were married for a long time, but Awiyaw, her husband, has to marry another girl named Madulimay because Lungnay cannot bear a child. On the night of the wedding of Awiyaw and Madulimay, Awiyaw went to his and Lungnay's house where they used to live to personally invite his ex-wife to join the dance, but Lungnay refuses to join. Lungnay is the best dancer in the tribe. They had a heart-to-heart talk about their separation, and in their conversation, they found out that the couple still had a thing on each other. They still love each other, but they had to separate because their tribe's custom. Every man in that tribe should have one or more child that would carry his name, and if his wife cannot give him a child, he can marry another woman. It's a man's necessity to have a child. Lungnay can hardly let go of her husband. The two both agreed that if Awiyaw's second marriage did not work, he will go back to Lungnay's arms, and this was sealed by the beads that Lungnay will keep. Then, Awiyaw goes back to the wedding because someone is calling him already. After being fetched by others, Lungnay decided to go to the wedding, not to dance or to join the celebration, but to stop the wedding. She decided to break the unwritten law of her tribe, but when she is near, all her guests to stop the wedding suddenly disappeared. She did not have the courage to break into the wedding feast. Lungnay walked away from the dancing crowd, away from the village. She went to the mountain instead, and in the mountain is where she diverted all her bitterness. She partly reminisced their story of Awiyaw.
Well, now that we've gathered enough information,
Here comes my favorite part!
Now, if you want to know the story, please watch this. I'm sorry. This has to be done. I am really sorry, but neither of us can help it. Why don't you go out and join the dancing women? You should join the dancers, as if nothing happened. Go out and dance. If you really don't hate me for the separation, go out and dance. One of the men will see you dance well. He will like your dancing. He will marry you. Who knows but that, with him, you will be luckier than you were with me.
I don't want any man. I don't want any other man.
You know very well that I won't want any other woman either. You know that, don't you? Lunday, you know it, don't you?
Yes, I know.
It's not my fault. You can't blame me. I've been a good husband to you.
Neither can you blame me.
No, you've been good to me. You've been a good wife. I have nothing to say against you. It's only that a man must have a child. 7 harvests is just too long to wait. Yes, we have waited for too long. We should have another chance before it is too late for us.
You know that I have done my best. I have prayed to Kabunyan much. I have sacrificed many chickens in my prayers.
Yes, I know.
You remember how angry you were? Once when you came home from your work in the terrace. Because I have butchered one of our pigs without your permission. I did it to appease Kabunyan. Because, like you, I wanted to have a child. But what could I do?
Kabunyan does not see that it fits for us to have a child. I came home because I didn't find you among the dancers. Of course, I am not forcing you to come if you don't really want to come to my wedding ceremony. I came to tell you that Madulimay, although I am marrying her, she can never be as good as you are. She is not as strong as in tansing beans, not as fast in cleaning water jars, not as good as keeping a house clean. You are one of the best wives in the whole village.
That has not done me any good, has it?
This house is yours. I built it for you. Make it your own. Live in it as long as you wish. I will build another house for Madulimay.
I have no need for a house. I'll go to my own house. My parents are old. He will need help in the planting of the beans and the pounding of the rice.
I will give you the field that I dug out of the mountains during the first year of our marriage. You know, I did it for you. You helped me to make it for the two of us.
I have no use for any field. Go back to dance. It is not right for you to be here. You will wonder where you are, and Madulimay will not feel good. Go, Obiyo.
I would feel better if you could come and dance for the last time. The gangsters are playing.
You know that I can't.
Lunday, if I did this, it is because of my need for a child. You know that life is not worth living without a child. The men have bucked me behind my back. You know that.
I know it. I will pray that Kabunyan will bless you and Madulimay. Awiyaw! Awiyaw, my husband! I did everything to have a child. Look at me. Look at my body. Then it was full of promise. It could dance. It could work fast in the fields. It could climb the mountains fast. Even now it is firm. But Awiyaw, I am useless. I must die.
It will not be right to die.
I don't care about the fields. I don't care about the house. I don't care for anything but you. I'll have no other man.
Then you hate me. If you die, it means you hate me. You do not want me to have a child. You do not want my name to live on our tribe. If I do not try a second time, it means I'll die. Nobody will get the fields I have carved out of the mountains. Nobody will come after me.
If you fail the second time. No, I don't want you to fail. I'll keep my beads. Awiyaw, let me keep my beads.
Awiyaw! They're looking for you at the dance.
I am not in a hurry.
The elders will scold you. You had better go.
Not until you tell me it's alright with you.
It is alright with me.
I do this for the sake of our tribe.
Awiyaw, the beads! Awiyaw, it is hard.
You know, Awiyaw, I will do everything to make you happy. I can give you a child.
I know, Madurimay. It's just that, you know that I still...
Don't say anything. I know it is hard for you to accept all of this, but can you promise me something?
What is it, Madurimay?
Promise me that we'll work this relationship, Awiyaw. Promise me.
I'll try.
That's it for this episode.
We hope you enjoy watching it.
Once again, I'm John.
And I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Jennelyn.
And this is
JAJ!